I put together my G1 with the flat bar, and you can see all the little spacers and everything that got put on there with the kit to make it into a single speed. So now we went from an 8x to a 1-on-1. It's called the Convert by Soulcraft. Don't know if I put it on right, but it's working for me. And yeah, just chilling, riding the bike out at the beach on the boardwalk, getting it in. Woo! Maybe now it is. Nope. It's still doing that. Oh yeah. Could definitely drop in. What is going on now? It locked up on me. What? Ooh, I'm seeing something else. Anyways, this is Alkane here representing. I put together my G1 with the flat bar out here at Long Beach. About to go on the boardwalk. There are a couple things I have to do to my bike to get it really ready. Forgot to get a top cap for my crank arm, and it's a little late now, so the bike store's probably gonna be closed. So I won't be able to do that. Also did not do my brakes very well. I actually changed this front wheel. This whole front wheel is off my other G1 that has the bigger tire on it. So I put that on here just to get a little height in the front. I don't really like the front tire that much as far as grip. I like the size though, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so we're gonna go up and ride this thing around, see how it goes, but I'm pretty sure I need to do some more work because I just kind of threw it together when I did it. I'm just super excited to ride it. Brakes are squeaking a little bit. I got to tweak the brakes a little something. I might do that before I give it that ride. And I also have the wheel I had on this bike when I got into the accident, the one that's all warped out. So I'm gonna have to eventually fix that. But the cool thing about having disc brakes is if your rear wheel gets warped out, you don't have to worry about your V-brakes rubbing on them. But unfortunately, I still need to adjust these brakes to get them to stop rubbing. My handlebar is a little bit not straight from what I was seeing when I was sitting down. It looks all right standing up. So I might have to do a little adjustment there. And then after that, go and get on the road, ride on the boardwalk, and have a little fun. The bike still hasn't been cleaned off since the winter time. See, I'm missing that top cap. I made the lock nuts pretty tight, so hopefully it won't come off. But I'm gonna have to do that. It's very important to get that so this crank don't come off. Other than that, everything is cool. As you can see, this back wheel, the rear wheel, got some warpage. Oh yeah. And you can see all the little spacers and everything that got put on there with the kit to make it into a single speed. So now we went from an 8x to a 1-on-1, a 1x1, basically. That's what this is. And we have this chain tensioner on right here it's called the Convert by Soulcraft. Don't know if I put it on right, but it's working for me. I also tightened this up, for those who were wondering. I tightened it up, but what I want to do with this is get something more stylish and greenish to go with the way the bike is. All right, y'all, so we out here on the bike representing Ozark Trail single speed action. It's the maiden voyage right here. Had to buy a couple more spacers for the headset to get that right. Definitely gonna get a top cap in like a greenish color or neon green color. Find something online somewhere. So right now I'm just chilling, sitting down, got the seat nice and low, so when it's time for some action, besides just pedaling, I'm ready for it. But it's a decent height for me. I like it. I'm gonna have to change the gear ratio. This is a little bit too hard for if I want to take it to the track. But for cruising around, it's nice. Chain tensioner on this bad boy. See how good that holds up. When I start doing some heavy spinning, if that'll stay on, if I did it right. Definitely need to do some work on the bike, clean it up, get the brakes all nice and cleaned up, frame cleaned up. I'll be good to go. And yeah, just chilling, riding the bike out at the beach on the boardwalk, getting it in. I'm liking the rise on the handlebars, but eventually what I'm gonna do is go full BMX mode and put some real BMX bars on here, some cruiser bars, and that way I can bring the stem all the way down, so that way it slams onto the headset, and I won't need all these spacers. Problem with all those spacers too is that, you know, it's stronger when you have your stem closer to the actual head tube, in my opinion. Instead of having all these spacers, start doing some real heavy tricks and stuff, some heavy jumping, might be a problem. Could stress the fork out too much, to steer a tube on the fork too much, and that could be a problem. So I'm not trying to have those kind of problems. So eventually I'll probably go full BMX mode on this bike. Right now it's technically a rigid mountain bike at this point. Which is basically a gravel bike. No suspension, mountain bike, gravel bike, same thing. Oh yeah. Bike feels really good. Feels real good, actually. Got his BMX skis on right now. Yeah, I just gotta get an easier gear so I can get my sprint on. Because right now, it's a little bit on the hard side. I go fast, but just not like quick like I want to be on the track. So far, the derailleur's doing all right. It's a little noisy, but it's doing all right. A little bit. Manual action is gonna be kind of nice on this bike once I get used to it. Time for the turnaround. All right, here we go. Yep. See, that's not good. When it does that snap, crackle, and pop. See, I think what the problem is, I may need a washer for this thing down here. I think the pop came from, let's see, probably came from the derailleur or something like that. That's the one thing that's not cool. Yeah. Converting the bike. Some kind of ways. Popping. Yeah, I think the derailleur moved. That's the only annoying thing. Maybe now it is. Nope. It's still doing that. That could only be an internal problem with the car because everything else looks like it's in place. Yep. So the chain popped off. That's why it's always good to have a dropout that's adjustable. Just have an adjustable dropout, pull your wheel back, it's tight, and you're done. But of course, it's all user error with this right here. Definitely user error in my part. Walking back on the boardwalk, you gotta walk your bikes up the ramp so nobody does anything silly. Goes fast down the ramp or whatever. We're gonna come over here and change position of the derailleur and see if we have any better luck with that. Let's see. Let's see. There's two ways to go about this. One way was the way I had it. I think the other way is to turn it up. Now we should be Gucci, allegedly. And hopefully it doesn't go snap, crackle, pop. Yeah. Ooh, it's a little windy for that, unfortunately. But it definitely goes up easier than it did before. I do hear it making some fishy noises. I think I'll go hit the skate park up. See if I can get in there. Ooh, they got a bike lane. Oh, snap. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, snap. Woo! Ah, the rear end chainstay area is longer than my 20-inch, of course. So it's gonna take a little more effort to pull the bike up and get it in position for manual. But once I find a sweet spot, it's gonna be off the chain because it's real nice. Real nice. Yep, and I can't wait to get some BMX cruiser bars for this. I hope they got some that are wide like these bars. These bars are really wide, and I need this width. Gives me more control over the bike, especially when it comes time to jump and stuff. This whole little chain tensioning thing, I gotta get sorted out. But the cool thing is, you know, I can go to some trails or bike park or something and I can still have some fun as long as I don't pedal too hard. I'll be alright. Oh yeah. Ooh, nice. We got a little boardwalk over here too on the north side. The north side. The skate park is right there. And then, whew, sinks over here. Yeah, they added this, or they reopened it so you can launch your boats out over here. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how far down this goes. This part of the boardwalk. I don't know. But here is the skate park. Yeah. Little skate park action. Woo, woo. Nice. Nice. Here we go again with that issue. Whoa. Bike went right. Come on. This is gonna annoy me today. This right here is really going to annoy me. This bike just goes straight up. It wants to fly. The one time I don't bring my helmet and I wind up at a skate park. No pads, no helmet. Not good. We'll just cruise around. Yeah. Woo! Woo! Oh yeah! Woo! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh! Woo! 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 Oh yeah! Closest thing to a pump track we got out here in Long Island. Closest thing to a paved pump track, I mean. Yeah. Ah! Woo! Cut it low. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this chain tensioner is kind of whack, or I'm kind of whack and don't know what I'm doing with it. Oh yeah. Bike is doing good. I gotta get a washer right here so I can get some more compression. I'm sorry, a washer right here to get more compression on this. That's how it locks down. I think what's happening is that I'm getting to the end of the road, so it's not getting tight enough. It's just getting there. So if I throw a washer there, I can get enough compression so I can stay tight and it won't keep coming loose, because it comes loose when I pedal really hard, which is whack sauce, son. I'm gonna have to either get a smaller chain ring. I'll figure it out, but I gotta go smaller because I may have one in the house somewhere. A 41, maybe not, definitely not a 40, but a 41, maybe a 38. 38 might be too much though. We'll see. And I get my brakes tightened up. Woo. Oh. Yeah, I ain't ready for all that yet. Got to get my gear on. Safety first, get the gear on. Plus I'm getting crazy with it. Plus I got to tighten this rear wheel. All right, flying outside things say, but dropping in is, could definitely drop in. What is going on now? It locked up on me. What? Today is just not my day with the bikes. So apparently my little brake shoe slid off and now it is in the wrong place. That's what just happened. You can see the rust from the wintertime, but I guess hopping a little bit made it shift, and now my whole brake thing is stuck because it's jammed in there. So I have to fix that now. Lots going on with the bicicleta right now. Let's see if I can fix that, because I'm definitely not a disc brake specialist. I'm more of a person who likes to ride with V-brakes because they're a lot simpler, easier to work with. But I do like disc brakes, but I just never, really worked on them like that. So Today is the day to work on these bad boys. Now the problem with this is, in order to work on these and be able to get back to the car, I have to unseize these brakes. And in order for me to do that, I gotta take this thing off. Oh boy. And these little guys are in the right spot where I can't get to them. But let's see what happens if I grab the trusty Leatherman. Oh, I just did something. I just pulled something out. Amateur hour over here. Brake shoe amateur hour. That guy's really jammed in there. I loosened it up a little bit and hopefully I can get a little grip on that. It is not moving, homies. Let's undo the chain tensioner once again. Chain tensioner is loose. Now we gotta try and get this guy out of there. Let's put the bike upside down. Having some issues today, party people. That's my fault for not servicing my bike and getting my brakes worked on. Or working on my brakes, actually. But let's see what happens. Let's see how we can rectify. Let's see if we can rectify the situation. Step on that seat right there and pull. That's not good. The brake is jammed. Okay, here we go. There we go. I'm trying to wiggle that out the way. There we go, homies. We got that out the way. And these are the pads. Pretty worn down. Now, do I know how to put these back in? No, I don't work on disc brakes. But we'll figure it out. Most likely this is the spring that keeps them pushing out. That's why you have this hook here. And you have that hook there. And you have this slot here, and you have this slot here. I'm thinking this guy is the guy that when you let go of the brakes, that opens up like that and pushes these guys away from your wheel. So this has got to go this way, in my humble opinion. And then this one goes like this, right? So when it's inside the what's the name, the whoozy what's. See, it closes and then you let go and it opens up. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's what the deal is. I haven't watched any videos on this disc brake stuff. Never had to before. But now what keeps them up there is the question. What keeps them from falling down? That I don't know. And is my cylinder still working? My rear brake cylinder. I need to see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna step on it like that. Real goofy like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. As you can see right there when I step on the brake, how it pushes out because they're mechanical. I'm gonna slide this whippersnapper back up in there and hope for the best. The little V part sticks out right there. Is it going like this? It doesn't go in like that. Oh, maybe I have to take this apart. Maybe I gotta take this apart to get it on. This looks like it simply just jams these together to hold that up. So it looks like, I don't know. Do I have the right tool? I should. Park tool, AWS 10. It's got all the good sizes for you. So I think, I hope I'm not wrong, I think this is how I loosen that up. Oh my gosh, I can't loosen it up. It's too hard. Unless there's a cheat code way to do it. And then this just sits right on that. So the cheat code way to kind of do it would be to put one in at a time, maybe? Because that goes in. This might be the cheat code way to do it. It sits like that. See? Now, what I really want to do is just take it apart, but since it ain't trying to do all of that right now, I'm going to try and do the cheat code way. And that goes in there like that. So I slid that one in there, right? Let me look at this over here, right? Do a comparison. See, it sits right on it. It sits right on it, and the pin keeps them apart. Like that's it. I looked at it all after the fact. Just went with straight up assumption. So now this needs to wedge in between, which I can actually do from the other side, which is probably what they really want you to do if this thing would stop falling out. I need you to stop falling out, my guy. Stay right there. I don't know if I got them both. I got one. Definitely heard one go in. Not sure if the other one went in. It looks like it did. It looks like I made a love connection. I think I may have done it. Maybe. It looks like it may have done it. Alright, so let's press the brake. See what we got. Yeah. No, it's closing. So hopefully this solves my problem for now, and I'll be good to go. Now, what did I take apart? Oh, I just took the one screw off the front. I had two screws here plus this screw. Throw the wheel back on. Let's make sure our chain is not doing the bobbly bip. Looks like my chain's doing the bobbly bip, party people. We need to figure out the math. The math of the chain. Why are you doing that? Ah, there you go. Nice. So now, what we do is we run this over like this and this over like that, and blah, blah, blah. So that way, they'll all be nice to each other. That goes back in. It's my first time working on some brakes, some disc brakes to this extent. I just hope it stays working. That's right, I'm living on the wild side. I got quick release rocking. These are the stock wheels, the Ozark Trail stock wheels that I'm rocking on right now. What you know about that? And they've been hanging in there like swimwear. Next up is I will tighten up the chain tensioner, which doesn't get tight enough, unfortunately. So I have to get a washer for that, or maybe just buy another one. Maybe I'll buy one online. Get an Alibaba special. Next up, what we're gonna do, party people, is we are going to see what's up with the brakes. And there's a whole bunch of space to my left. I don't know if you can see that. But we're gonna press the brake to find out what the truth really is. Press on the brake right there. See what the truth is. And the truth is, that is the truth. So what that means for me is I need to move this, shift this over just a little bit, so it'd be nice and even between this side and that side. Know what I mean? Because right now it's way too far over. And then you have these screws here where you can make your adjustment. That one I have a hard time getting to, so I'm gonna leave that one alone. That one, I gotta get a better tool for that. So I can only mess with that one and shift it left or right. And that's what I'm gonna do. Now we do that. We're gonna push that way. All right, I can live with that. So the most important tool you should have in your arsenal, it's very simple, because mostly everything, really. So the most important tool you should have in your arsenal is the Park Tool AWS 10. Do not get a Husky Allen key. Do not get any Allen key from Home Depot. That's like this. They're terrible. They fall apart after a couple of screws. The things fall apart. This is very durable. It has every size you need pretty much for working on the bicycle, and they're just tougher. So definitely get a Park Tool or any bicycle specific Allen key. They're made a lot better. Cannondale makes them, at least they used to. I don't know if they still do, but those are very strong. I have a Cannondale Allen key set that lasts me for like 10 years and it's still going strong. So definitely you want to get a tool like that for any kind of work, but definitely for bike work. Everything else is cool. We're gonna do some more riding now after we took that little break. Bike is in full effect once again, looking fresh, and we're gonna keep it moving because we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving, party people. Woo! I gotta do this a couple more times though. A little pump action. Really wish we had a real pump track in Long Island. A real paved pump track, I mean. You know what I mean. Woo. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't tighten my brakes. So there's that. So let's get going. Head back to the boardwalk and be out of here. Cool little day, you know, couple of little issues on the bike. Really no big issues fixing them. Whew. No real big issue trying to fix it. I had the tool on me. Could easily just fit the tool in my pocket. Didn't really need the book bag. But I do have my pump and everything on me. So that works out real nice. Luckily I have my stuff with me or else I would have messed up in the game. Had to walk it back to the bike store, and who knows if they would have had time to fix it, you know what I mean? They were like, you can leave it here and we can do it. Or we can charge you a whole bunch of money. So I got to avoid that. Ooh, the brakes are working pretty good now. I did a pretty good job on my rear brakes. I don't want to pedal too hard because I'm pretty sure this derail is gonna, chain tensioner is gonna derail. They're gonna get loose to make my chain come off. So I don't want none of that to happen. But once I make a couple more tweaks, this bike is gonna be ready for some action. Uh-oh. Something's pulling. Is that my rear brake pulling like that? Uh-oh, it's seizing up again. You know why? Need some WD-40. And I don't have WD-40. I got WD nothing. Let's see if I can get this to, see if I can get it to unjam. It's definitely jamming up. Hopefully it didn't slip and do the goofy stuff like it did last time. Nope, it didn't do it, which is good. But now it's rubbing. And I don't know why. It looks like it may have. Nope, I think I just unjammed it. So now we are out. And this also makes a nice beach cruiser. Just for cruising around, going slow, chilling. Could do a little bit of everything. Multi-purpose bike. Take it to the trails, take it to the skate park, get some pumping on. We're gonna take it to the BMX track once we get this drivetrain working right. Nice little beach cruiser, especially if I put a soft seat on my bike. Right now it's in BMX racing mode. It's not really meant to be sat on. But that's what we doing. We sitting. It's popping up real nice in comparison to how it used to pop up. Oh yeah. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, nice. It's a little wind blowing. Throwing me off. At least that's what I'm blaming it on today. Blaming it on the wind. So the other thing too is I do have a warped tire in the back, a warped wheel in the back. So that can cause problems with a manual. That was a nice, well, kind of nice day on the bike. Had to do some work on it. But that's part of the game when you just throw your bike together and don't thoroughly check everything. Alright, well. That dude, man, I almost crashed into him twice. Anyways, we are out. That's it. Back to you, Billy.